Okay, greetings to all viewers. This is a video that I'm sharing with all of you on how you are to fill the latest OMR sheet. There are quite a few changes, quite a few additions, so all of you, the board aspirants, must know the proper format. Okay, now these are a few points to remember. These are the various columns that you will have to fill in your OMR sheet. Okay, the first point that you have to remember is your roll number, which you will get in your admit card. Alright, this is just an example that I have written over here. It can be as long as this, or it can be any number which you will have to write in the number form as well as in the form of words. Okay, after that is going to be a day and a date column. So you will have to fill this column up as per the mention, which means the day is going to come first, followed by the date. Okay, you can put day, you can put a comma, and then you can write the date. After this will be certain numbers which the OMR sheet is going to mention. There is a possibility that you are told by the invigilator concerned that you are not supposed to fill it up, or if at all you have to fill up these columns, these details are going to be provided to you. So the center number and the name will be provided. The school code and the name is going to be provided, that is, the code in specific will be provided to you. The subject that you're appearing for, you will write the name, of course, that's going to come later, but the subject code you will be able to locate on the question paper itself. Right at the top of the question paper, you will be able to see the subject code. So you are going to write the subject code. It's usually a 3-digit number. You will write that, put a comma, followed by the name of the subject you are appearing for. So say for example 039 comma English. Alright, some such thing. The code will be there on the question paper. You won't find it difficult to locate it. Okay, then candidate's name, of course, it has to be in capital letters. Your full name, you're going to write your full name here. The father's name also is going to go in full. Then on the right hand side, there is going to be this question paper code. So question paper code will also be mentioned like the name itself tells you on the question paper. Okay, this is the question paper code area on the right hand side, and you will be able to figure out the question paper code too, which will be written on the top right section. Okay, at the top right corner you will be able to see it. So now this is your OMR sheet for classes 10th and 12th. This is how the OMR sheet is going to look like. These are the columns that we just now discussed. You're going to write your roll number over here, followed by the roll number in digit form, in word form. Then day and date. See, day and date of the examination, it's mentioned here, so you're supposed to follow the same order. You write the day, you put a comma, then you write the date. This center number and the code, these two sections, you will be told in the examination hall itself what you are supposed to fill it with, or it's also mentioned on the blackboard that's right there in the classroom. Okay, subject code and name will be mentioned on the question paper. Candidate's name, your own name, that is, and father's name you will be able to fill up. And this question paper code will also be mentioned on the top right section, like at this particular place you will be able to see the question paper code as well. Okay, now this column, you don't have to deal with this column at all. The people concerned, the office people, are going to deal with it, so you have to ignore it. Now see, this is how your OMR sheet is going to look like. These are the question numbers. ABCD option, of course it's MCQ. All right, now till now what you are aware of is that as soon as you figure out the answer to a certain question, you are going to color it, darken it. Okay, so this is how you are supposed to darken a circle. Like, there are various ways given over here. All these ways of marking an answer are incorrect. This is the only way you're supposed to color a bubble. Okay, so supposing question number 1 has the answer C, you are supposed to color that bubble, and in this star column you are going to write the alphabet C. Okay, so as per CBSE instructions, this is the column which stands the most important. Okay, you are definitely going to color the bubble that's there, but then you will also have to fill this column up. Okay, this is again equally important. So, say for example, question number 2, your answer is A. You color the bubble A, and in this star column, you write A. Okay, then we come to question 3. Supposing the answer to question number 3 is D. You color it, okay, fill up the bubble and you write D here. So, this is how you're supposed to go about the marking of your answers, the marking as well as the writing in the star section. Both of these are equally important, the star column the most. Okay, now let's come to the hashtag column. In the hashtag column, you can see that there are numbers written here. So these are basically the same question numbers that are written. Alright, so 1 to 15, you can see the question numbers written. Now, if there is any specific question which you do not wish to attempt, you are not going to cut it, you are not going to cross it out, you are not going to color it like this zigzag, you are not going to do anything to it from here to here. Okay, what you're supposed to do is the question that you are not attempting is supposed to be colored in the hashtag section. So, supposing it's question number 10 which you do not wish to attempt, you are going to go to the hashtag column and color question number 10's bubble. Okay, now supposing 15th also is a question which you feel is dicey and you don't know the answer or you don't wish to attempt it. So, also you have choices, isn't it? Like, for example, if I speak about English because I'm an English teacher, there are always choices in every section. So, supposing the first section is the reading one, and out of say 10 questions, you are to attempt 8. So, by default, you are going to leave 2. Okay, so supposing this is the first section, question number 1 to 10, comprehension section, you have to attempt any 8, so you are going to leave out on 2. So 10th you don't know, you left this, so you have colored the hashtag column. Supposing 7th also you do not know, you wish to leave it, the hashtag bubble, you will go to the hashtag column and then color the bubble number 7. Okay, so this tells your checker that question number 7 and 10 are not attempted by you in this first section of attempt any 8 out of 10, for example. Okay, and the rest you will attempt, and you are going to keep on coloring the bubble and writing the alphabet here. Okay, this is how you're supposed to go about marking the bubbles and writing the answers in the star section and coloring the bubble in the hashtag section for the question you are leaving. Okay, now coming to this particular column, while you are filling your details, you are also supposed to fill this particular column. Now see what this column says. It says, I confirm that the particulars given above are correct. Okay, this is going to be printed. What you are supposed to do is you have to write this in your own handwriting. In the same column, you are going to write this in your own handwriting. I confirm that you are going to write the full thing. I am putting dots so that I don't want to waste too much of your time. Okay, you have understood what we are supposed to do. So, from I confirm to the word correct, you are going to write in your own handwriting. In the same column, there is candidate's signature. You are also going to then put your signature here. Alright, so which means all the information that you have provided here in this particular column and everywhere else is true and correct. Okay, so this has to come in your own handwriting followed by a signature in the same column. Okay, so this is how you are supposed to go about marking in your OMR sheet. These are the few latest things about the star column and the hashtag column that you need to remember. I hope I have explained it clear enough. If there's any doubt, you may please message in the comment section, and I will be available to sort your queries. Okay, now what I will do is I will fill up these details and I will fill these bubbles up at least till question number 10, so that you have a fair idea about how you're supposed to go about it. Okay, children, so this is how you are going to fill your OMR sheet. I have filled up the columns for you so that you are able to understand better how you're supposed to go about the filling. And this will, of course, be mentioned in the question paper, so you needn't worry about it. The last column, see how you're supposed to write in your own handwriting about the confirmation of the details you have given, followed by your signature. And the first 10 I have filled up for you just randomly so that you have a fair picture about how you're supposed to go about it. Okay, please make sure that you do not color more than one bubble for any question. If you do that, or if you put a cross, or if you put a slash or a hyphen on any colored bubble, it is not going to be considered. If supposing you mark A here and you write B over here in the star section, even then it won't be considered. If by chance you color the bubble of the hashtag, which means you are not attempting a certain question, and then you attempt it by coloring one of the bubbles from A to D, even then it's not going to be considered. So all these points you have to be very, very careful about. Okay, so while you are coloring the bubble, that very moment you fill up your star section, and whichever question you leave, you do not attempt, you mark the hashtag section. Please do not color any bubble in the ABCD. Okay, so these things you'll have to be careful about. No double coloring, no crossing, no cutting, because under all these circumstances, your answer, even if it is correct, it will stand invalid. Okay, all the best. Queries can be dropped in the chat section. Thank you.